Hello everybody, it's Alexa, and today I'm going to be doing the makeup book tag because I love makeup and I love books, so I thought this would be perfect for me, and at the same time you'll get to know what I put on my face and everything. So everything's going to be cruelty free, and I'm going to tell you what is and what is not vegan and what I put on my face. I am personally vegan, but I do have makeup that isn't entirely vegan, so I'm going to tell you that. So yeah, let's get started. So first of all, I'm just going to take my hair out of my face. Okay, let's start this. Primer. Pick a book that left a lasting impression. Honestly, I haven't really looked at the question, so I'm gonna have to think about it while I do my makeup. So what I do for primer is a little bit of a combination of a couple of products, so let's get started. First, I'm gonna use Skin Drink. All my stuff by Lush is in French because, yeah, I live in Quebec. This is an amazing moisturizer. Really hydrating because I have the driest of skins. Oh, well, one that I read really recently is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green, which deals with OCD, and honestly, it's really something that I absolutely loved because we don't have a lot of mental illness in YA, and most of the time it's anxiety. And don't get me wrong, I love books that have anxiety read because I do have anxiety, but I like seeing things that I don't personally have. And yeah, obsessive compulsive disorder, I don't have that, and it's really nice to get into the head of someone who does. And since John Green does have OCD, it's an All Voices novel, so yeah, it's really nice, and I think about it all the time, and I want to talk about it with people, but nobody reads in my entourage. After that, I'm gonna use Magical Moringa, which is a primer by Lush. If you didn't know already, I work at Lush, so that is why I'm using a ton of their products. So this is a primer that is really thick, like you can see, and this is amazing. It's just so fast and it's so nice, but since my skin is super dry, I need moisture before I do that. I'm gonna just fill out your pores, but this one is a natural one, so yeah, it's just amazing. So I use this as a primer, but then I just want a little bit of a something because I don't know, I kind of look matte because of the primer, because it makes you look matte. So I'm gonna use Youth, which is a skin tint, and it looks like that. It's just basically kind of a highlight type of product. I don't know, kind of like a mix between a moisturizer and a highlight. And you can also mix that with your foundation, which I think I'm gonna do today. There's no like skincare questions inside of it, but I would put that after my moisturizer usually. This is Grease Lightning by Lush. It's amazing if you have pimples. You just put it on there. It's a spot treatment and it's amazing. It has aloe vera, tea tree oil. I'm just gonna put some on one place there. I don't know why I've been breaking out there, which is such a random place. Like usually I just break out like on my forehead and on my chin, but no. Foundation. Pick your favorite first book in a series. I take Light Yellow from Lush, which is the skin tints that they have. It's just really like high coverage. I know a lot of people are gonna be surprised or not, but one of my favorite series of all time is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I would definitely say Throne of Glass because it made me want to read. I don't know, it broke my heart, but it made me want to read like the 7 other books and everything that comes out from her. So I would definitely say that, but also like we have Harry Potter that is so good as a first book in a series. Like I think it really initiated the series well, and you want to know what happens to Harry and his friends. Concealer. Pick a character you wish you could get rid of. Here's my concealer. I'm using the Kat Von D Lucky concealer. It's like the little mini size of it. But I really like it, but it's really thick. So I don't know if I'm gonna purchase like the full size, but for now it's good. It's almost empty though. So I'm just gonna hide those pimples. Honestly, I never put concealer on my under eyes. I think I would go with Tamlin from the A Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas, because I hate Tamlin. So yeah, I think that would be who I would get rid of, because he's really like overprotective, and he just like broke a little bit of Farrah, and it's just like crazy, and he was like crazy, like the crazy boyfriend and the crazy ex-boyfriend. Like he freaking allied with the enemy so that he would have her back. Powder. Pick your favorite last book in the series. I used the Lucky Powder by Kat Von D. No, well, it's the last book in the trilogy, but Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare is definitely one of my favorite books, and it's the last in the trilogy, so I really definitely love this book so freaking much. And I'm currently rereading the whole, like all of Cassandra Clare's books, so that in December 2018 I'm gonna be able to read her newest book and be up to date and remember everything. Because eyebrows, a book you think everybody should read. So for my eyebrows, I am using the NYX Cake powder, and I'm just gonna use the powder. I don't really like the wax. We all have like different tastes, but I think I'm gonna go back with Turtles All the Way Down by John Green, because not a lot of people know what OCD feels like. Because I definitely think that Isa's story could help a lot of people understand mental illness. And I actually think John Green is for all types of readers. And also, like, the romance is not the main focus of this book. So if you hate contemporaries, I think you would still maybe enjoy this book. Eyeshadow. Pick a book that has your favorite colors on the cover. I am using the Modern Renaissance palette to do my makeup. And I was telling that this is not vegan because all the red shades in it have carmine instead of it, so it's bugs and it's not vegan. So my favorite colors are all like blues and greens, and like my room is like all blue. So yeah, I just love blues. So, burnt orange. Well, right now a book that I really like the cover is the third book in the Magnus Chase series, which is like a bunch of like blues and greens, and it's just so pretty. But I also love like Throne of Glass, no, the Assassin's Blade maybe. And I know a lot of people hate Tower of Dawn, but I actually really like the cover of Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. The Shadowhunters Codex, all the Dark Artifices series by Cassandra Clare, because they're all like bluish metallic covers. They're beautiful. I use red ochre, which is a red color, and put this again, like I call this like building a crease. If you watched my Harry Potter series, it's just what I'm saying, because I just basically prepare my eye for the lid shadow. I'm gonna use a brow bone color. That was weird. I'm gonna use Tempera, which is the matte color, and just put this under my brows. I use Vermeer over my lids. Eyeliner. Pick a dark and mysterious book. This is now one of my stack of like lipsticks and eyeliners. Most of them are from Lush. Caraval by Stephanie Garber. It's really nice. It has a lot of mystery aspect to it. A lot of the times it's like a game that happens on an island, and like everything is supposed to be a game, but you don't really know what's real and what's not. It's just so nice. I love it. I'm not gonna do a wing because I'm really bad at wings, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's so pigmented, I just love it. Okay, mascara. I'm using the Lush mascara in Eyes Right, because we only have one mascara, and it has wheatgrass. It's really nice for your lashes. Actually, it's like a treatment at the same time of being a mascara. It is really wet, so you have to get used to like it. The brush is tiny. It's a little bit hard to apply it first, but I do like it nonetheless. It's a natural mascara. Yeah, pick a long book. Well, I haven't read a lot of long books. Like probably like Sarah J Maas's books are the longest ones I've read, like probably like 700 pages. But I have some that are even more than that. I have all the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon, which are huge. And I have all the Song of Fire and Ice by George R.R. Martin. Bronzer. Well, I'm gonna make a version for bronzer because I always put bronzer on. First I'm gonna kick off my bake. Pick your favorite book to read under the sun or on vacation. So I'm gonna go with this NYX palette, and I am gonna use this one right here. I think every like Morgan Matten's books are really nice. I really like Since You've Been Gone. That is basically a girl that goes away, leaves her best friend alone, and leaves her with a list of things to do in the summer, like go skinny dipping and stuff like that. Also, Amy and Roger's Epic Detour are my favorite. The Unexpected Everything. So any book by Morgan Matson is my favorite to read under the sun. I wish she would have more books out. Blush. Pick a book that had some cringe-worthy romance. I think I would go with the last one I read that I was having a hard time with. For the blush I'm using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer in Party. And this one was my birthday gift by Sephora this year. It's really nice. I would go with, like, honestly, with a title like that, you know it's gonna be cringy, but Royally Screwed by, I don't remember her name. I read this on my Kindle, and I gave it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. Like, it was really, really average, and sex scenes and the romance was really cringy, but I got into it because I love it when it's like a normal human and a rock star or something like that being in love together, but most of the time I don't think the execution is really good at it. Like, I thought I would love Breathe by Abby Glines, and I hated it. It's probably, like, I think I rated it, like, 1.5 out of 5 stars. So, like, books like these, I love the concept, but I usually hate the romance and find it really cringe-worthy. Highlighter. Pick a book that brightened your day. So, for the highlight, I'm gonna go with Vermeer in the Modern Renaissance palette. It's been a long time since I've read a light-hearted book. Last one that I really liked, but it was like not that lighthearted, and that it didn't that much brighten my day, but I really liked it and it made me smile at times, was Eliza and the Monsters, because it deals with anxiety, and I did think the rep was really good and I did really like it. So I think I would go with Eliza and the Monsters. Lipstick. Your favorite book kiss. The colors I should put on right now. This one is a little too orange. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Decisive by Lush. Spoiler. This is a spoiler. If you haven't read A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas, this is a spoiler. My favorite kiss is the one with Recent and Farah. that was really hot. I liked it, and they waited. It wasn't in love at all. It started with hate. Spoiler alert, if you haven't read the Infernal Devices series, well, trilogy by Cassandra Clare, but it would probably be Tessa and Jem. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!